Harriet takes Henry to a proper AA meeting. I am Milton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables, and this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy the no-armed Chinese fellow. How did he get to be missing both arms? He had them when he was born. My dad made sure. Brown nosing, being blindly obedient. They love that on the streets in general, but in particular the Oriental streets, the Chinese unseen business. They value brown nosers. Tommy was told by his boss Wu to stick his right arm into a wood chipper. They cut the limbs down, they feed the limbs into a wood chipper. Chips them up, throws them in the back of the truck, they haul off the chips. Tommy's always been blindly obedient, so he started feeding righty, the right arm, into a wood chipper. Lefty, the left arm, saw what was going on with righty and didn't want it happening to him, so he jumped off, very wisely. The son of a carpenter and Mary's parables are wrapped in symbolism. Not only does it mean don't stick your arm in a wood chipper, it also means you see something bad happening to righty, to you being lefty. Don't let it happen to you. Jump off. Oh, where you work, where you live, it doesn't matter. Jump off. Tommy, however, got a promotion. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around at work. Staged events, a whole lot of folks taking turns being one person. Gene pools of folks being one person. Our streets are fictional, unseen business. This is what Tommy does. Making sure an event occurs a certain way, be it with just two people in one room, or entire city, or entire country, or continent full of people. Tommy also got, you can form your own. I'm sure the streets have 1,000 different ways of being described. They write themselves out of the history books, the television shows, the movies, news even. Whatever you might see happening around you, but you don't see it on the news or on TV or even in songs or anything like that. That's the street, the unseen business. If you can come up with a nice, popular, conventional way of describing the streets, by all means, don't go do that. Your phone makes a video nowadays. Make a video with it. Describe the streets. Yeah, you don't have to worry about making to the even news unless, of course, it's supposed to be there. And if it's supposed to be there, you darn sure better be making those videos, because the top of the streets is real mean. Now, Tommy also won his girlfriend's heart. He has always been scaly. He always talks with a hoarse lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. As you can tell from my parable last night, they're all Chinese. I thought you knew about that. Those two German soldiers in the early 40s, 1940s, and one, Hans says to Franz, Adolf Hitler's going to be coming by. And sure enough, he comes walking past, and after he's gone, Fritz says he's Chinese. And Adolf, Hans. Check out last night's. I did it real good. Check out this morning's even better. I'm a little, this heat's getting to me. That and my blue-eyed DNA fighting it out with my brown-eyed DNA. Let me get back to it, see if I can finish it. Hans says, yeah, they're all Chinese. All the Adolf Hitlers are Chinese. Except, of course, when they're, making a public speech. I'm sure you've seen the newsreels kind of stuff. They said they're all that way. The Chinese people fit Adolf's size and his character. Now, they've been, that's where I was leading with that. They've been sticking their tongue out the rest of the world for countless millennia, being on both sides of any conflict anywhere. Oh, if you don't believe me, just ask someone you know who's knowledgeable in your neck of the woods. They'll tell you. Now, I hope you've seen my imagery, flowers and leaves there, and yeah, it's a phone photo, so it's square, so I put that over there to have my contact, and a nice lavender, I think, background with blue, and yes, Leah, come claim your image. I got plenty of space down there so that I can put your contact in as much or as little as you want. Make a nice contact card, a whole lot better than those paper ones. You can print this out as a photo. And yeah, 4x6 print, 2 to a 4x6 print, 4 to a 4x6 print. You can do the same with the 5s. As I always say, everything I tell you is attention getting till you come talk to me in person about it. It's attention getting to get you to pick up your phone and try to call me. 424-229-4140. And you see the devil, the great wall of evil, hijacking your family's lifeline. Make that video right now. 424-229-4140. Post and repost these vibes telling everyone my contact information so you can 911 Flight 93 check and post in 5. Not 193 check call in a decade of asking. So whatever I'm saying about the Chinese and Adolf, or that Osama rumor where Obama is Osama's son. I didn't start the rumor. I just picked it up and made a video series about it. A video series that hasn't gotten the comment by phone or mail or internet. But there's nothing that makes sense on the internet, and I don't think particularly about the Osama rumor. Haven't got one comment in that decade of asking. And yeah, not 193 check, no certified mail, no non-certified mail. I want to take this off. It's been lopsided all morning. Make that video of your hijack call to me. It takes just 5 minutes. 424-229-4140. Got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. Those hijacking call to me. And who knows when else or why else they're hijacking a lifeline. Maybe because you're Christian, they just placed someone with a Muslim name in our White House for 8 years. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of other cowardly Husseins. Maybe that's the reason your phone's not allowed to work, is you try to call me, but I guess you can understand. If your phone's not allowed to work when you need the firemen, the police, and paramedics, it's going to be just as newsworthy. For that reason, political, religious, business censorship, guys. If your phone's not allowed to work, I guarantee you it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for a decade and not getting one. 424-229-4140. The address is on the 5s, 4260 Correct Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Certify your mail, use FedEx, use UPS, any private carrier, as well as certifying with the U.S. Post Office. Make that video of the mail before you send it's going to be stolen. Now let me get to my Tommy Purple. It's already 9 minutes. And I'll do my sugar check and show you my eyes. Yeah, they look kind of dark. When I shine a flashlight in, you'll see what I mean about them changing. Blue-eye DNA, fighting it out with brown-eye DNA since 1996. When the son of Dr. Murray's eyes started changing. I'm going to show you them from 9 years ago, a photo from 9 years ago where it's all dark brown, kind of the way they looked in the mirror. Back in Louisiana, I moved out here 11 years ago. And before that, they pretty much looked that way even after they started changing in 96. The genetic carpentry the son of Dr. Murray is doing. Don't try this at home. But yeah, this is my graphic art. It's the Great Wall of Evil around me. It has just me in the symmetry, guys. Come tear down the Great Wall of Evil. As I said in the end of my minute parable last night about that Chinese Adolf, try to call me. 424-229-4140. Yes, I'm the guy who's not gotten 193 check in 9 years of asking, a decade of asking. And yeah, they're worried enough about the altered phone records covered up. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. Lots of Americans have video proof. Oh, a phone gate. Hussein's phone gate first, then the buffoon Russian guy. I don't approve of either of them. His phone gate now. But yeah, I told you in the Adolf parable, bite minute parable, that yeah, I've been asking for a decade. I haven't gotten 193 check. I haven't gotten one comment about the Absalom, remember? I haven't gotten one comment about the Great Wall of Evil. Great Wall of Chinese evil. You can call it Eskimo evil if you want, guys. But whatever you want to call it, make a video of it. When you try to call me, 424-229-4140, come tear down the Great Wall of Evil when you see someone besides me in L.A. and flowers and sunsets, skylines in my imagery. You see someone besides me in that cloud. Call it the cloud brain one, because it has a nice little cloud that I cover up with the template work. When you see someone besides that cloud in my imagery, you can be you right here. We started to build a better world. Someone's torn down the Great Wall of Evil. That places Hussein in our White House, and has been on both sides of every conflict from the past. Yes, the Chinese sticking their tongue out the rest of the world for countless millennia. Tommy won his girlfriend's heart. I think that's where I was. By doing a snake dance, snaked his way in between Rhea and whoever she was dancing with. He won her heart at the Snake Pit, popular dance club, go figure, somewhere in LA. And she's at home right now, cooking up some cat. He promised to be home by 7 o'clock, because that's when the meal's ready, but she was nagging him all day. It's both their days off. So Tommy went down to Al's bar for his AA meeting. And the AA meeting, Amputees Anonymous, turned into an air hockey, a game, a contest. They told how they lost their arms and all of that, legs, whatever they're missing. Then they had some refreshments at their AA meeting at the bar. Yes, Al served them some refreshments, and they went in that other room, and Tommy plays some air hockey, and the only way he's got to play the air hockey is with his mouth. And so when it gets close to 7 o'clock, he's had a few drinks at the AA meeting at the bar, and he has played some air hockey, and it has made him quite dizzy and given him a little bit of a black eye. He stumbles out, and he is staggering back and forth. He's not doing a snake dance. He's staggering on the sidewalk there. And that's when Harriet sees him and calls out, "Henry, just look at yourself." And Tommy looks around because he's talking right in his direction. He looks around for Henry, and he doesn't see Henry. He says, "I'm Tommy, not Henry." When he, tries to explain to her, and she says, "Oh yes, of course you are. My dear Henry has been in heaven 5 years now." And she looks down and she sees that AA meeting at the bar sign, and she says, "I can't believe you're having your AA meeting at the bar. I'm going to mine." And she tells Tommy all about it as he still a little dizzy, a little refreshments at the bar there. He's kind of staggering around, and she says, "The last 50 years of our wedded bliss were as teetotalers, Tommy." And she says, "I'm not going to see you at this AA meeting at a bar." And he tries to explain, but he's slurring his words a little bit. Tries to explain that it's amputees anonymous, that she won't have any of it. She reaches out, she grabs his ear, and she marches him down the street. Tommy, he's been to those non-fun AA meetings where they don't serve refreshments. And after, a while, half hour, finally talks the guy next to him into taking the phone out of his pocket and calling up Rhea, who's madder than a hornet. Oh, I didn't show you my cards. Oh, a lot of those are nice portfolio cards for me. Could be a nice business card for you, personal card. Hand it out with as much or as little information as you want on it. Like right there, it's a whole lot dressier than those paper cards, and 15 cents, give or take a nickel, depending on where you shop. You get two of them, or you get the big one for 15 cents, and also those, they come 4 to a 4x6 print, or the size that go on your driver's license size or credit card size. Back to Tommy. Let me jab myself. I had it a moment ago. I had it this morning, I know that. Wasn't I, there you are. Yeah, I thought I had it in my hand a moment ago. I guess I did. I got distracted. She takes Tommy down there. He finally gets somebody to call Rhea. He says, I'm stuck. And he knows her name by now. Harriet won't let me leave. She has me at one of those other AA meetings, so he gives her the address, and Rhea goes down there and rescues him. Okay, 17 minutes. I think I can keep it on 20. 243. That's way back there. If I have to reach too far back, it hurts. Yeah, the brown eye DNA taken over, being replaced by the blue eye DNA, not just with the eyes, but with the muscles. We all took basic biology about that, didn't we? I can't get the doctors to talk about it. And I've had a few doctors here in Los Angeles, even before that. But yeah, it's going on with the muscles, the bones, the organ, incredibly painful with the muscles lately. And there's the eye from about 9 years ago. It's an image. It's a DVD label designed for Melton Page, April 2013. And you can pretty much see it's all dark brown. That's the way it was back in Louisiana. And unless you get up too close, it's going to look that way right now. Darker. Here's what a photo I took about 5 years ago. You can see the smaller browner circles slowly disappearing, bigger bluer circles growing in through and around. Those are the lighter bluer color. This part here is kind of whitish. I'm going to show you in there, and this part here is kind of gone. If you know what's going on with that, you can actually talk about the eyes and the genetic carpenter, the son of a carpenter, Mary's doing. Come see me. At Whitwell Travel, tell me about that perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Oh, it's an opportunity house. You can call it an opportunity house if you're not into Jesus, but I have to tell you that there will be a test at the end. When you see that bright light and that stuff they talk about. So I just have to put that part in. Now here's the eyes in the immaculate bathroom. And there's that inner part there that looks a little raised at times, even now. But to me, it can look more raised. Is kind of whitish, and all the brown part there can be whitish. The outer circle there, I don't see it. It might depend on the light, just like you see me from a distance, it's going to look that color, dark brown. But slowly but surely the change is going on. you're a good doc who can actually talk about that, come see me. And yes, if you're anyone, come tear down the Great Wall of Evil around me. And I haven't had anyone objecting to me calling it the Great Wall of Chinese Evil, so I'm assuming it's all right. It's like I say in some of my imagery. I haven't gotten one comment about that question about Barack Hussein Obama, Jesus' question about Barack Hussein Obama either. So I'm assuming it must be true. I've got a decade of asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks and not getting one, guys. That's one of those genetic wounds, not from pressure from the outside or trauma from the outside, but from genetics. And yes, Jesus' question is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? And since I've been having a lot of trouble with my computers breaking, because of Windows Update I've included is Bill Gates, a traitor to his country, is another one of Jesus' questions. Since I'm not getting any comments on that stuff, I'm assuming that, it can't be too bad. And yes, I've got my proof. A decade of not getting 193 check, 9/11 Flight 93 check, tells me that, yes, Barack Hussein Obama is a terrorist. Answer that question with a video of your family's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics being hijacked as you try to call me. 424-229-4140. And the other phone I don't have on all the time, but it is a free California Lifeline phone. It has a call off. I just called this phone a little while ago to keep it active. You have to use it once a month. And it's a free phone, and it takes a photo and makes a video so everyone can make that video. Someone else's lifeline being hijacked. Post it. Do that. It's religious censorship because they placed Hussein, Muslim name, in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Muslims. And there's no other way to describe that cowardly attack, is there? It's the same thing when the politically correct places a cowardly Hussein, who is part of hijacking your lifelines. Tell every reporter, every network news anchor, everything's fake news compared to your family's lifeline not working and them not covering up. They should be covering that immediately. And I've been asking for a decade now without getting one 93 check. Make that video, post that video, come see me in person. Have Whitwell travel, show me the perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. And yes, build it upon what we all witnessed. The crumbling Great Wall of Chinese evil. Once again, no comments. Phone, mail, internet, so for sure I know what Barack Hussein Obama is. Ask and answer that question, and yeah, come see me in person. Tell me what you think, tell me what you know, and tell me about that perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. That's Eagle Rock outside there. That's York up there, and over here is Eagle Rock Boulevard. I'm just across the street from the Target on the other side of Eagle Rock Boulevard. This side of El Paso and the vet place. Come see me. Have Whitwell travel. And let's get started building a better world. One image at a time. Put yourself right there.